Is this a guy you'd have a beer with?
Why would people in Wisconsin want to have a beer with you?
Well, I guess they'd want to have a beer with me because I actually do like to drink beer, and I probably like to drink beer a little bit too much. But
did he just do a Brett Kavanaugh?
And we drank beer, and I said sometimes probably had too many beers.
Welcome to Late News Last Night. I'm Jacob. Coming up, I'll cover the debate. But first, let's cover one more headline. Georgia Representative and Miss Hannigan from Annie If She Was Raised by a Feral Cat, Marjorie Taylor Greene, made a stunning post calling out racist remarks from a colleague saying, quote, "This is appalling and extremely racist. It does not represent who we are as Republicans or MAGA." Yay? This feels like if the Babadook decided to help an old lady cross the street in a gentle and nice way. And it's so out of character, I don't know if I should praise it or not. Feels like a prank! Now it's time for the Mulligan Debate Night coverage. The Democrats finally clicked update on the message that said, "Please update your candidate to the latest firmware. I'm begging you!" Let's look at some highlights from the debate.
Other countries are going to finally, after 75 years, pay us back for all that we've done for the world. And the tariff will be substantial in some cases. I took in billions and billions of dollars, as you know, from China.
Aha! He admitted it! Does that mean Trump is Hunter Biden? Uh-oh, he's on the laptop. I knew it.
Donald Trump has no plan for you. That Donald Trump actually has no plan for you because he is more interested in defending himself than he is in looking out for you.
She copied Biden's plan, and it's like 4 sentences.
So plagiarism is bad.
She doesn't have a plan. Take a look at her plan. She doesn't have a plan.
And I bet you think you just fell from a coconut tree. You copied Kamala's response. Later in the debate, Trump gave me the news I'd been dreading.
The people of our country are absolutely dying with what they've done.
I had a good run, guys. But I'm literally dying because of Biden-Harris policies. Despite having full control of all branches of government, the Republicans were unable to pass a healthcare replacement plan in 2017. But Trump still insisted he could get a better bill passed.
And what we will do is we're looking at different plans. If we can come up with a plan that's going to cost our people, our population, less money and be better health care than Obamacare, then I would absolutely do it.
I just need a little more time.
Not far into the debate, Kamala went on the attack.
You will see during the course of his rallies, he talks about fictional characters like Hannibal Lecter. He will talk about windmills cause cancer.
Ooh, and fictional characters like the big strong guys with tears in their eyes saying, "Sir, your crowd sizes are so big," and the toilets flushing 10 and 15 times, obviously not implicating himself in that. But then Harris launched an attack that hurt Trump not on policy, but on the crowds at his rallies.
And what you will also notice is that people start leaving his rallies early out of exhaustion and boredom.
Oh, you wish you had a healthcare plan to cover that sick burn. It seemed to really get under his skin throughout the debate. But finally, Democrats decided to get some balls and clap back instead of doing the "when they go low, we go high" thing. The discussion then moved to immigration, and see if you can follow this crazy bunch of nonsense.
What they have done to our country by allowing these millions and millions of people to come into our country. In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there.
Now you're probably thinking, where the hell did this come from? I think the endorsement from RFK has infected Trump with brainworms. This pet-eating story has been parroted by many right-wing personalities in reference to Haitian immigrants. Come on! If we're going back to gross and antiquated stereotypes, at least let's get the race right. Actually, we did some digging, and Mr. Trump, you may be concerned about who's endorsing you.
You know, they did this story that I ate a dog, and they have a picture of me supposedly eating a dog, and it's a goat, and it's in Patagonia. And it's a river trip that I used to do on a big whitewater river called the Foo every year, where that's what we ate. That's what everybody eats down there is goats.
Kennedy told reporters who were pressing him on the bear story that I've been picking up roadkill my whole life. I have a freezer full of it.
Look out! He's got your hand! Run away! Get out of there! Where were we? Oh, right. Trump said something insane and easily disprovable that the moderators finally decided to fact-check for once.
ABC News did reach out to the city manager there. He told us there have been no credible reports of specific claims of pets being harmed, injured, or abused by individuals within the immigrant community.
Well, I've seen people on television.
Let me just say here, this is
the people on television say my dog was taken and used for food. So people are on television saying their dog was eaten.
You know what else I saw on TV? Fire Lord Ozai from Avatar: The Last Airbender. But you don't see me screaming, "Run for your lives, everybody! The Fire Nation is going to invade!" I think Trump doesn't believe he's real and only gets reassurance that he exists by seeing himself on TV. Now, Mr. President, I have a random question for you. What would you have done if weed was legalized sooner in New York?
I would have been 5 times, 4 times, 5 times higher, because you're talking about 3.5 years ago.
See, it would have been better for all of us. The conversation then turned to crime.
And crime rates are down all over the world because of it.
But let me just
one
ask
of those, David, one of those people going to be prosecuted. One of the people that burned down Minneapolis going to be prosecuted. Or in Seattle, they went into Seattle. They took over a big percentage of the city of Seattle.
A large percentage of Seattle, huh? Well, this is how big the Chop Chaz, whatever you want to call it, actually was. Only a few blocks. And according to my calculations, that's less than 0.1% of Seattle, the city I grew up in and lived at the time. I walked downtown several times and I wasn't scared for my life and nothing happened to me. But yeah, 0.1% is a really big number. It's not the only thing that Trump has exaggerated.
And he referred to my hands. If they're small, something else must be small. I guarantee you there's no problem. I guarantee it.
It's smaller than average.
And we'll give you the daytime TV version. She says the president's, you know what, looks, quote, like the mushroom character in Mario Kart.
Let's go! Then the questions started getting tough.
I do want to focus on this next issue to both of you because it really brings us this into focus, truth in these times that we're living in.
Please don't call on me teacher, please don't call on me teacher, please, 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 please.
Mr. President, for 3.5 years after you lost the 2020 election.
Damn it!
And we have to have good elections. Our elections are bad.
Bad election, bad. No cookie for you. He continued.
They're trying to get them to vote. They can't even speak English. They don't even know what country they're in practically.
And what country do we live in?
The United States.
Oh, I'm sorry. The correct answer was denial. Then the discussion continued to foreign policy.
Turning now to the Israel-Hamas war and the hostages who are still being held, Americans among them. Vice President Harris, now an estimated 40,000 Palestinians are dead. Nearly 100 hostages remain. President Biden has not been able to break through the stalemate. How would you do it?
Can I phone a friend? No? Can I pass? No? Okay. Damn it. Hamas, bad. Bombing hospitals, bad. And look over there! It's a Trump sales tax. Trump went after Harris on Israel.
She hates Israel. If she's president, I believe that Israel will not exist within 2 years from now. And I've been pretty good at predictions, and I hope I'm wrong about that one.
Oh, you're good at predictions, you say. Let's roll the clip.
Obamacare is in very bad shape. I believe that if we wait 2 years, it will totally implode.
There are new health plan options on the Health Plan Exchange and Obamacare Marketplace for 2020 coverage.
We will build a great wall along the southern border, and Mexico will pay for the wall.
Only added 80 miles of protection in locations where barriers didn't previously exist. $15 billion pulled from the Treasury, Homeland Security, and the Department of Defense.
But you'll have a crash like you've never seen before. You put the wrong person in office. It might even be a 1929 situation.
U.S. markets have surged during Biden's presidency. The S&P 500 up about 40%.
If you vote for Biden, it means no kids in school,
Thousands of students poured into campus.
No graduation.
Barron towers over his high school officials while he walks across the stage to receive his diploma. In other snaps, his parents smile and clap in the stands.
No weddings.
Trump dancing with his wife Melania as his younger daughter Tiffany tied the knot this weekend.
No Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
No Christmas.
Merry Christmas to the 5.
And we have a very special Christmas performance for you.
And no 4th of July.
The Hillsborough County Fairgrounds will have 100 drones in the sky this 4th of July.
With the virus, we have done an incredible job. We're going to continue. It's going to disappear. One day it's like a miracle. It will disappear. It will go away. It will go away. This is going to go away without a vaccine.
COVID-19 is at high and very high in 26 states right now.
It's going to disappear. And I'll be right.
He's like an anti-Alan Lichtman. In part 2 of the debate, the economy came up.
And remember this, she is Biden.
Ah, don't scare me like that. Harris had a rebuttal.
Clearly, I am not Joe Biden.
Oh, thank heavens.
And I am certainly not Donald Trump.
Ah! Oh, God! Please don't make me think about a love child between the two.
She looked very much like our great First Lady, Melania. Of course, she's a beautiful woman, so we'll leave it at that, right?
She continued.
One who brings a sense of optimism about what we can do instead of always disparaging the American people.
You're tearing this family apart. I think it'd just be better if you go. Now let's have some fun and bleep some of what she says next.
Which is why I have a let's talk about our and let's compare I have
That was fun. The discussion then turned to car manufacturing.
We'll put tariffs on those cars so they can't come into our country because they will kill the United Auto Workers and any auto worker.
I'm sorry, you poor, poor auto worker. You're going to a better place. Let's take a look at Kamala Harris's closing statement.
I was an attorney general, a United States senator, and now vice president. I've only had one client.
Oh, I know this one. Google's parent company, Alphabet.
The people.
Damn it. I always get that one wrong. I thought that was the top donor. Well, that's all the time we have. Please like and subscribe. This has been the Mulligan Debate Night 2024. Just a quick note on the Robert F. Kennedy story. While the joke and the hypocrisy are still kind of there, the way I organized the clips made it sound like he eats all sorts of roadkill and other non-standard animals. The roadkill he had in his freezer was for his falcons, and the only known instance of him eating anything unusual was, of course, the goat story. See you next Saturday.